The satellite factory is complete and I can start to build some explorer ships. I already selected these Fujins as my preferred explorer design. I'm going to build 2. There's a limit of 2 ships for each satellite factory, which can do the exploring job. And once we have that factory down, we can start to build our satellite network and get a better grasp on the whole game world. I basically want to have a satellite in every sector before deciding where my second base is going to be. So let's put that factory down. Going to undock my large transport and place the satellite factory in my sector. Yeah, right here. Once I have many satellites in place, I'm going to deconstruct that factory again, because you really don't need it. At least constantly. I'm just using it to get the bulk of the exploring done, and any satellites which might get shot down later I will just replace by hand or rebuild the satellite factory, we will see. So the Fujins are complete, and I'm going to set the satellite factory as their home base. And now we are going to station settings, select the satellite factory and activate the explorers. We could just click on these slots here and select the ships. These are all home-based ships which are eligible as explorers. You can see the compatible ship classes over here. So we could also send a corvette, for example, to become a explorer, but these Fujins do quite well. But you can also click auto assign explorers, and then he will fill these slots automatically. And we can also activate to replace explorers. And once we do that, the satellite factory will look on its own if it's losing an explorer, and then he will order a new one for construction. Just need to select the outpost where the replacement should be built. And I don't know if you need to select a template. I didn't create a template for my explorer ships. I just used these empty ships. They don't have any equipment or shields, but explorers really don't need this, so it doesn't matter. But I don't know if you need to have a template for the auto replace feature. I don't think so. Well, and then we can also set the sector range for the satellite network. And by the way, these station settings here, this menu, it's really just the standard station settings that you can open from every factory. So this menu here, where you design the pricing and the ranges and thresholds, all of that can be done for all your factories with the station settings Empire screen from Mayhem 3. So you have some nice sorting options here. For example, if I have a lot of factories and I just want to see my outposts, then I can limit this filter option to show outposts only. Or maybe I don't want to see my research stations, I could hide them here. And if you click on a factory, you can just set these station parameters just like if you select the factory the standard way. So I can set my max distance for the satellite network right here. It's at 5. I'm going to increase that a bit, but I'm not going to set it up to the maximum. I'm going to increase it to, let's say, 8. And what that does is that the satellites will be placed up to 8 jumps away from my home system. So I want to start with my general area to place my satellites here, so that my explorers don't wander off in some random corner and start to lay satellites here. I want to have satellite coverage in my area first, and then I'm going to increase that once my explorers are not finding any new deployment jobs for satellites. Then I'm going to increase the range very far, and they will explore and map the rest of the galaxy. Let's actually reduce that a bit. I think 5 might actually be a good setting. I'm going to use 6 for now. So we're starting with 6 jumps away. It's like up here. So this area. And once the satellites are placed, I'm going to increase that. And the satellite factory isn't working because we don't have satellites. We need energy for that. But since the energy cell delivery job is part of the standard logistics template, it shouldn't take long and a agent will deliver these energy cells to the satellite factory. And then it's going to produce satellites, and my explorers, who are right now docked, and they're also telling you that you don't have satellites. But once these satellites are getting produced, they will undock and deploy them until every sector in the satellite factory's range is mapped.